right, we are here at the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show at the Prestige booth. We're about to check out their really popular M48 model. It is a catamaran. I've actually never done a tour of a catamaran before, so bear with me. I'm going to describe it the best I can. We're going to have to be pretty strategic with our walkthrough here. It's a pretty busy boat, super popular, so we'll do our best to work around the guests as we go through this. So, some differences between pretty much everything else I've ever seen and this. The high-low platform does not go all the way across the back because you have the two, I guess, almost pontoons, if you will, that make up a catamaran. It's actually a really unique setup here. There's storage hiding behind there. There's the generator hiding behind there as well. You can see they got like a C-bob and whatnot in there. But anyways, that would close up. And you can see on these rails, it actually allows this platform here. So you do get a high-low platform in the sense that, yes, it goes down into the water, but a really cool feature of this, it comes up, and where those that railing there is opened, it actually lets you step off onto what is basically a balcony off the back of the boat. So I think that's a really cool thing they've done to just open up the space on this boat and offer something really unique that I've never seen before. So we're going to step up here and step into the rear cockpit area. It looks pretty empty right now as far as guests, so we'll get on through here and keep going. You get some rear joystick control here at the aft, so if you're docking aft too, you're right there. That's it. You see everything you're doing. Super helpful. Really wide space back here. Obviously because it's a catamaran, but no, for real, you get a lot of space. It's almost like being on like a 70 or 80 foot yacht, the amount of beam you get on a catamaran, with this one being a 48 as the nominal length. We're gonna walk up the side deck and head up there to avoid those guests that just came out. So really wide side decks, of course. Tons of room to get by. You got a really cool seating lounge area there. But yeah, so you got this whole front of the boat. Let me come up here, flip around. So you get lounge area there. Up on top is the Flybridge. We'll head up there once those guests are finished. We don't want to get in their way. And then, as you notice, I'm gonna make my camera very unhappy. You can barely see it. The windlass is actually down there instead of being like up right on the deck like I'm used to seeing. Let's see here. If this is undone, we're gonna, yes, I have an idea of what this is, and in fact it is. Okay, so you're gonna have your windlass and road and everything there, and then you got fender storage and all that good stuff. I figured that's where that was, since it's set up a little bit differently than a traditional displacement or planing hull, a mono hull as a whole, if you will. So yeah, just really wide, lots of space in there. I can't wait to show it to you guys. We're gonna walk right down here, and I will make note of one thing as we walk down this side deck here. Again, really wide. There is, however, right here, it's kind of hard to see. You can kind of see this cutout, but there is access in and out to the side deck from inside. But we're gonna come down here. There is, I'll take note real quick, nice grab handle there. But as we're coming back here, we'll step this way, and that would be access down into the engine space. We're not going to do that with the number of guests on board right now, but there is going to be a ice maker on that side there. And before I headed off last time, I didn't get a chance to show off this space. Table, flip it over, fill it in there. You can leave it like that. Just all sorts of stuff you can do. You can see where that would swing away to give you access to that balcony area off the back if you have that set up. And you do get a hard top all the way over the back here to keep you out of the elements and the sun and all that kind of good stuff. They flip around. All right, we will get on inside when the guests finish up. All right, we're gonna go ahead on into the main level here on this M48 since the guests are now out of the way. I'm gonna step over to the side here. It is a galley aft-ish layout, I'll call it. It's kind of all off to one side, but it's also right there at the aft going into the rear cockpit space. Love the colors they got going on here. Medium, light grays, a lot of the place. They look darker on the camera, I think compensating for that. The wood is actually pretty medium colored. Let me see if there you can kind of get a better idea. Doesn't look as dark as when the exposure is all out of place. But that's going to be more of the galley area. And of course you get your fridge, freezer hiding in that corner. And there was that access to the side deck that I mentioned that was kind of hidden into the side. We got a couple guests in here, so we're going to flip around and we're going to go down this way. So behind and beside, however you want to call it, this big lounge seating area is access to one of the lower decks. I say one of it because it is in fact a catamaran, so you got stuff down in the hall on either side. Okay, come down here, and to our left is going to be the head for this one. So you get your toilet in there. Same style of material that they got going on in a lot of the other Prestige boats there. We flip around and it is a separate wet and dry head. Stepping in there, it goes down like another inch or two. Not gonna bother flipping the camera around, but it is, I've got a good, I don't even know, 3 or 4 inches above my head at 6'1", so pretty spacious shower stall. And if we flip around this way and head right across there, that puts us into one of the guest cabins here. So it's about either a full size, maybe even a queen bed they've got in here. So that's pretty cool. They tucked that in here, and you got a nice window that would go along the side. Well, it's kind of dark right now just because we're up against another boat immediately next to us, or otherwise you would normally get a lot more light in through that window. But this one in particular is set up for the 3-head, 3-cabin layout, which I'll show you where that difference would be here when we get there. All right, we're gonna continue on through this. It got real busy there for a second, so we just let everybody work through the boat before we get back to doing our thing. It's gonna be our helm here on the main level of this boat. Once the exposure adjusts, we'll be able to see a little better what we've got going on here. Radar is currently on that screen there. If we look over here, you get your steering wheel, of course. It's really high and up there, it seems like, but when you get up in the seat, it becomes a much more manageable level and not really in your way awkwardly or anything. And then we just got some more stuff up on that screen right now with, I think, just settings for the map right now, but I'm not going to mess with that. You do get, like on pretty much any other vessel, twin throttles, joystick controls, and just your engine information there on that panel. And then just some switches and the radio there. We will go down here real quick. Oh, I think I pointed that already. Yeah, I did, but yeah. So it's kind of cool. This is cool. I want to point it out. I briefly looked at it. But it's like a split stair setup going down into the cabin on that side and up to that door there. But anywho, we're gonna walk on down in here, and no bathroom to our left like it was in the other guest cabin. So if we turn right, that is going to be it. Very similar layout to the guest cabin in the other one. Again, same size, full or queen size bed there. And the bathroom is actually pretty much in the same position, but because the stairs come from the front, it is at the back of it on this one. Again, same layout. It has a shower off to the left there. And like I said, this is the 3-cabin, 3-head layout. So this cabin and the one we were already on the other side are going to be pretty much the same on that. However, the main difference occurs when we go up front into what is the owner's master cabin, whichever you choose to call it. So we'll walk down those stairs and come into this really wide and spacious space that takes advantage of the really wide beam that you get on these catamarans. Got a desk space there so you can work, do makeup, whatever you want. You got light coming in all the way around there. You got more windows, more windows, more windows. And all this white, it just looks really spacious. It feels really open. And then you even get your own little sitting area on that side there. We'll come down this way, and to our left is going to be the bathroom. So you get a rainfall shower head, so that's pretty awesome there. And then that's just a shower on that side because, like I said, 3 heads, so that means this 3-cabin layout as well has to have the full bathroom up front, and they do that by splitting it completely, not just wet and dry in the same compartment. They actually give them two completely different compartments. That's really cool and something unique to the catamarans. Let's see, but yes, I mentioned it can be a 4-cabin, 4-head layout. So this would be split down the middle, and you would just have a pair of single berths on either cabin up here to give you 4 cabins as opposed to the 3 like this is set up. But I really like what they've done in this space with the 3-cabin layout. We're gonna head on up here and head up to the Flybridge and finish things off up there. And it is raining a little bit, but we'll do our best. All right, we're back here at it on this M48 after our battery died there. We're gonna head up top to the Flybridge to finish up this tour. And we actually couldn't have timed it up any better, as a quick, brief little shower just passed as soon as I came up here, so perfect timing. Come on up, we're gonna look aft first. Get a really large, wide space. A sofa there, you can set facing aft, you can set facing forward, or you can come on over here. It wraps all the way around this really large space up here, so you could enjoy dinner around this table pretty comfortably with a group of 6 people. And then over at this little station here, we're gonna open it up, and that's gonna have our Kenyan grill and a little sink going on there. Close that without killing my hand. Fridge hiding on that side, and on that side is just going to be storage for some canvases at the moment. And there's actually a few cup holders hiding over on that side, as well as the horn. But here's the helm, very well appointed. That's one thing that Prestige does pretty well as a whole, is they really appoint their helms up on the Flybridge really well, almost equal to that of what you would find down on the main level in most of their boats. So steering wheel's all the way down there, it seems like, which it's a good spot when you're driving, or sitting rather, but it's still actually just above the knees when you're standing here, and you can just kind of reach it while you're standing up here at this upper helm. The visibility is fantastic up here. You can see all the way across. You can see all the way beside you, almost unobstructed. The only obstruction, of course, is the rear, with how far that the deck, if you will, goes back there. However, there was the remote control joystick station down there to help aid with that. And if we sit down here and take a look here, you're gonna see just more seating facing forward there. And above us, I'm sure we could have kind of already saw it when we came up, but just a better look at that hard top up above us. And then gonna be just, I believe, it's kind of hard to see, it might get there. I'm gonna make this stabilizer really unhappy. But in those, there are just LED strips that would light up at night, I believe, which is kind of a signature thing that Prestige does with their styling with LED lighting. So we'll just take a quick peek backwards here, just take it all in. That's about everything going on there. Not a super fancy Flybridge, but there's enough stuff with your entertainment center, if you will, with the grill and the refrigerator to have a good time up here. Just trying to decide where I'll sit down. We'll just do it right here. And take a seat here at this table, flip this camera around, and finish up this M48 tour. So that was Prestige's M48 here at the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show. Really cool to check it out. I've never checked out a catamaran in depth like this before. So obviously I probably didn't do it total justice explaining everything to the best of my abilities, but we worked through it, we got through it. I thought it's really cool. They definitely offer a lot of space for the length, and that's really the main benefit of these catamarans over a traditional monohull. Would have loved to get down the engine compartment, but with just how busy and popular this boat has been, I didn't have time to get down in there without obstructing people and getting in the way here during the middle of the show. So unfortunately, had to forego that this time. If this is something you're interested in checking out, get a hold of our friends over at Prestige. They'd love to tell you a lot more about it and give you a really in-depth tour if that's something you're interested in, to come check this thing out. Highly recommend it if this is one of the boats on your short list for your considerations. That's all I got for now. Thanks for watching.